What's up? It's your man Malice, one half for the Clipse. You already know, re-up game. I basically got started in hip hop, just always having a love for hip hop. You know, we come up with Chad and Pharrell, and you know, we just was making demos in Chad's room. At the time, they really didn't have their foot in the door. They just knew a few people, and they were coming up themselves trying to get a record deal at first. The Neptunes at first were a rap group, you know, before a production team. And we would just make demos, take trips to New York, and you know, just wait to hear back the yay and nay. And fortunately, every place we went, they pretty much liked our music. They liked the lyrics. They were very impressed with the Neptunes' sound. And it was a money thing, really. Like, we were never satisfied with what they were offering. So it was never a point of them not being interested. It was just like a money thing. You know, we would always try to get on the mixtapes, you know, the DJ Clue mixtapes, and you know, just try and get our sound heard or whatever. But we could never fit in. You know, they kind of like, New York was kind of boxing us out. So, you know, it was cool. We just decided that we were going to take the outcast route, and we were just going to, you know, be who we were and just do our own thing. And we didn't have to like contend with cats from New York. We didn't have to contend with, you know, cats from down south. Virginia was hardly tapped into, so we just decided to just, you know, go full speed ahead and spearhead it and open up Virginia.
Whether they gag me, bound me, hollow point round me, dump me off the side of a bridge and drown me, spare my family the details on how they found me, vigil by candlelight and gather round me.
We really just basically believed in our music so much that we knew somebody had to bite, and if people weren't biting, we really thought it was something wrong with them for not liking the music. We really believed in our product. I guess now what motivates me now is just being able to bring awareness and shed light into offer both sides of the spectrum to what it is I do, what it is the Clipse do. Everybody sees one side of hip hop, and especially the young kids, because here in Virginia, everybody wants to rap. You know, the young kids want to rap, you know, and it's cool, and I think hip hop is dope. I mean, I think it's the best form of expression. So my focus is just to let them know the ins and outs, the goods, the bad, and really how to stay afloat once you get in this game, because it's not impossible.
No more fears, no one telling me lies. I only want cheers and heartfelt goodbyes.
I am a Christian. I grew up Christian. A lot of people, you know, they think that this thing just happened, but all of my fans know, and you know, people who've listened to my music, they have always heard me reference my faith. Even from the first album, exclusive audio footage that didn't come out, gave some insight as to my beliefs. I was just listening to a song, I believe it's on exclusive audio footage, and I had an interlude, and it's called The Prayer. And right after it, it's a song called Watch Over Me on that. And when I was listening to that, you know, it just you know, just confirmed who I am and who I've always been. I think what happened was I had strayed away from my faith. I didn't really practice it. I was pretty much doing everything I wanted to do. You know, whatever I felt like doing what everybody else was doing. And I had a chin check recently, so, you know, the book is entitled Wretched, Pitiful, Poor, Blind, and Naked. I can't even begin to tell you about this book, and this is not, it's not even a long book that's going to take you weeks to read. You can sit down in one setting, about 3 hours, and read 3.5 hours and read this book. It's not a whole bunch of fluff about me or stuff to make me look good or anything like that. I'm actually quite exposed. There's nothing convenient what I'm doing with this book. There's nothing easy about it. What this book is really a burden. It's a burden that I've been dealing with since 2008, actually. And I feel compelled to really share my story, because a wild series of events happened to me. And I just got tired of telling the story over and over again. It takes me like 3 hours to tell this story. And every time I tell what happened to me, you know, everybody is just like totally amazed. And the story is nothing short of phenomenal. You know, I thought I was going to be rapping, you know, and I still rap, you know. I still rap and I'm going to keep making music. But I had to stop what I was doing for a minute to really get this burden off of my chest. And it's basically a vehicle that is definitely going to shed light on life. And it's going to, you know, open up the eyes of any young person that's aspiring to be not just in hip hop, but music, you know, sports, doctor, lawyer, whatever your profession is. It's just going to help you, you know, be focused and learn to appreciate what you already have. A lot of people just want more, and you know, I think it's just important that you stop and realize where you're at right now, and you know, try not to take anything for granted. But the book is definitely gonna help a lot of people, and I say that because it already has. You know, people hit me up on my Twitter all the time. They check out my website. I read the comments on, you know, all the blogs that's been helping me out, and it's a lot of positive feedback. So you know, and I also want to add that where I'm at right now is definitely, I'm not saying or trying to say, you know, think what I think or do what I'm doing or be like me or I'm right, everybody else is wrong. I'm not even on that at all. What I'm doing is just telling my story, because I definitely have a serious story to tell. So I think it behooves everyone to pick up that book, Wretched, Pitiful, Poor, Blind, and Naked. I have a series on my website, maliceoftheclips.com or majorlifechange.com. And the series of video blogs that I have are all entirely 100% true stories. You know, I was looking at some of the comments, and some people thought that because of what had happened to my manager, that, you know, I decided to switch up and you know, do something positive, and that kind of makes sense, but that's not exactly the case. The fact of the matter is, you know, I want my managers, I want my friends, you know, everybody that was on the road with us. I mean, I went to all of them, and then I was telling them, like, you know, I told my man, we were in Miami, and we were, you know, jamming to Doorman before, you know, Doorman had got released. And out of nowhere, I just said to him, I was like, yo, are you all right? And he was like, yeah. And I said, yo, it would break my heart to hear about you going to jail. And I don't know where this came from. This just came out of my mouth. And I said it to him, and he was just stuck. Like, he was stuck. And later, you know, I heard from a mutual friend of ours that he said he was getting signs from all over the place. He was like, Malice even told me, he said, I don't even know where that came from, but he just said he don't want to see me in jail. It would break his heart. Another friend of mine, you know, he was out and running from the police, you know, and this is something that he did all the time in the car, out running the police, and always come back with a funny story to tell. So he and my manager, they were in DC, and I was like, yo, put, you know, so-and-so on the phone. I was like, yo, you need a beating. I said, you need a James Evans Sr. Good Times beating. And I was like, you know, we don't have to do everything, man. You know, like, don't you think it's enough going on already? We don't have to do everything. And he was like, yeah, you right, you know. And I told him. And, you know, it's just unfortunate, you know, that they're locked up now. Even my manager, we would be sitting in the Bentley. And, you know, he'd have tears streaming from his face, telling me, you know, I'm ready to get out this game. You know, I want out, but he couldn't get out. And he would tell his people, like, yo, you know, I'm stopping this. You know, it's a wrap. And then all his cousins and everybody that, you know, he was dealing with, they'd be like, oh, you just gonna leave us and you gonna be, you know, out there rapping and whatever y'all doing out there and just forget about us. You know, and he was a loyal dude, and he, you know, really looked out for people. And, you know, but the game was just calling him, and he couldn't get out fast enough. So, you know, many nights we sat and we talked, and he tried, but it just didn't happen. Didn't happen quick enough. But I told him, you know, it definitely is just laying everything out. We all had our wake-up calls. We all had our warnings, like the whole crew. I think mine was, I can't say the most severe, but it was up there. It was up there.